Hi guys, and welcome back to Scribe Gaming. I'm your man Scribe, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So there are two topics that I want to go over today. The first is going to be around CG's response to the Jedi Master Luke AI issue that we discussed in a previous video. Link to that. Like there'll be a card up here or something, I don't know. YouTube magic will work. And the second is going to be the introduction of the new community manager at CG and what this might mean for us. Let's roll the intro. Alrighty, so whilst I was safely in bed last night, dreaming of probably nothing at all, because I don't often dream, CG Crumb took to the forums to post this update. Now, there are two things that he posted in the update. The first is a nice fix. Now, I had read about this particular bug whereby players would log into the game and they'd get a pop-up saying that there is an update to the client and you must update your game to play. And then they'd go to the store and their game was already updated and they couldn't do anything. They'd uninstall the game, reinstall the game, and still could not play. Now, it's great. They fixed that. Fantastic. Well done, CG. It shouldn't have been a problem in the first place, but you fixed it. Good job. The second one is known issues. Unit. We are aware of a potential issue with Jedi Master Luke Skywalker that can cause allies to target Luke with inherited teachings instead of another unit. Now, for those of you that did not watch my video, like I said, thingy card, YouTube magic thing over here, that shows my video that details it in a small amount. There is a problem with his AI whereby the bonus ability that he grants, Inherited Teachings, which is designed to spread Jedi learnings to all the Jedi in the team. You call them to assist, they get Jedi learnings, he gains ultimate. He gains ultimate charge, 8% every time they get it, yeah? But there's a problem with the AI whereby they would constantly target Jedi Master Luke, and because he can't get Jedi learnings, he does not gain, or he gains very little ultimate charge. And what results in is that Jedi Luke never hits ultimate on defense. Never. And that is a huge problem. Now, I've had people comment to be saying, oh yeah, but there's a similar problem with SLKR and his interaction with gas and fives, and I do agree. That is a similar issue. But it is not the same because the SLKR issue has once, twice, 3 times been addressed by CG. They've tried to fix it, and they have fixed it to an extent, because before it was ridiculously easy. You could use Padme and fives, and gas, I think. Padme, fives, and gas, and he was unkillable because Padme's lead would keep on providing bonus protection to fives, and he would never use his AoEs, he would never ultimate. It would just be basics and the stab, the stun. This is different because the gas from fives interaction is limited to that one team comp, and it's not a guaranteed victory. It's not. There's still RNG involved. There's still you still have to plot when you're supposed to kill a unit to make sure you don't trigger Sith Troopers AoE. You still need to mod correctly for it. The situation with Jedi Master Luke is every matchup. Every single matchup, he will never gain his ultimate, and it begs the question, why get the ultimate in the first place? He needs to have an AI whereby his kit works as intended, okay? There is the other side of it whereby his Jedi learnings can be blocked by buff immunity and heal buff immunity and shock and ability block and all that sort of things. And I don't necessarily think those are things that need to be addressed because those present viable counters and they also present you with restrictions or choices, depending on your outlook, of how you're supposed to build a defensive-based Jedi Master Luke team. Instead of the tried and trusted, or what people seem to assume the best team, is the Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Revan, Gas, Jedi Knight Luke, and Hoda. Instead of that, maybe you drop some of these offensive characters that do not benefit so much from Inherited Teachings, because that base damage is, the damage that is dealt is based on Luke's max protection. It actually lowers their offense in that respect. Maybe instead of doing that, you run characters like Grandmaster Yoda. Grandmaster Yoda spreads tenacity up. That will stop you getting shocked. That will stop you getting ability blocked. Fantastic. Maybe you run something like Shakti. Shakti can cleanse shock. She can call to assist. She can heal up Luke. She's super fast. She dispels buffs. She doesn't hit very hard, but with Inherited Teachings, she's going to be doing 60,000 damage per hit. it's like maybe that's the way we've got to look at it. Maybe we get around the kit side of it, whereby we need to think about how do we spread Jedi learnings, and instead of using all these big monster hitting teams, you just throw in Jedi Knight Luke, Shaak Ti, Grandmaster Yoda, still keep in Hoda, and maybe you keep in Jedi Knight Luke as well, so he can do blind, he can do the mass stuns, he can do that sort of thing and increase cooldowns and all that good stuff. Okay, so the other thing that we're going to have a look at here is the introduction of this new CG employee. What is his name? Doja Fett. So Crumb has been the community manager for quite some time now, and I remember going back about a year, around the Malak period, we had a great period of communication where things were fun and exciting. There were cool puzzles that were getting kicked out. The amazing folks at SWGOH events were leading the charge on trying to crack the codes that were happening. There were some really cool times. And, you know, when we found out that the actual release was going to be Malak, I think the writing was on the wall already, but all that happened, that developed a lot of hype, a lot of interest in the game, you know? However, recently there's been a lot less of that sort of interaction, and I think it's very safe to say that from CG recently we really have not been gaining any real level of communication. Even their Q&As that they're supposed to do monthly haven't been done for several months. There's been so little interaction, and perhaps this is what has fed into Doja Fett being assigned the new community manager. Okay? Now, by the looks of things, Crumb is not going anywhere. Perhaps he's had a lateral move, or maybe he's been promoted. We don't know. So I think this is just in addition, and I think that can only mean good things for us. It can only mean good things for us. If they're bringing on more people, it means they have a vested interest in communication going forward. So we have seen recently, when they talked about working on the engine side of the game, and how they said this is going to take time, but this is going to allow us to build off a framework whereby we can now push out content more quickly. Yeah, they have promised a little bit. The update did kick out. We did get Galactic Challenges. We did get new GLs. We have had several new characters. You know, Galactic Challenges, whilst it might not have hit the mark completely, there was a lot of effort that went into it. There's lots of different modifiers. There's new art. And now they've introduced the new mod slicing. That is work. It might not be the content we're looking for, but it's something. So we have seen an uptick in production from them. Now that they're bringing in Doja Fett here, maybe now we're going to start seeing some more communication. Maybe starting next week, we're going to get a little bit more about what's coming up next for Galaxy of Heroes. Maybe he's going to help feed into when we get the next State of the Galaxy and the road ahead. Maybe this is going to make all that other side of it, that social side of Galaxy of Heroes, a little bit more meaty. And I think, you know, everybody can agree that it wouldn't take much to make it more meaty than it currently is. Now, I'm not going to read through his introduction post because really it's just about who he is as a person and shows his love for Star Wars, which is great. I'm sure everybody can agree we all love Star Wars here. Okay, so that's all I'm really going to talk about today, guys. I just thought I'd kick that out. Love to hear your thoughts on what CG is going to do about Luke's AI change. I think it's really important that they at least try to prioritize using inherited teachings and spreading that out to build up his ultimate quickly, because otherwise it's just a little bit ruinous. But you tell me what you guys think. What do you think about this new community manager? Do you expect us to receive more communication going forward? All right. Excuse me. So down in the description below, you can find links to all my social media. You've got my Twitch, my Twitter, my Discord. Please do join. Come say hi. Talk to me. I'm on there all the time. If you want to have roster reviews, if you want to just discuss theory crafting, I'm always available. All right, guys. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Just giving a quick shout out to my patrons. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And without your support, I wouldn't be doing this today. Thanks so much.